Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. A very good afternoon to all the viewers. I'm Hiral Dadia. Clearly, if you go to see in terms of markets, there is some bit of profit booking that is coming in, but it's interesting to see how we are now below the 19,350 level at the day's lowest levels. And you have Bank Nifty as well, which is turned negative with cuts of little over 300 points coming in there. So, absolute profit booking that we're witnessing in the markets, and we have expiry tomorrow, so the volatility is expected to remain high. Joining us on the show to discuss more, we have Rajesh Palviya. Rajesh, good afternoon and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Hiral.
Rajesh, overall, the indices were riding pretty much on positive global cues, though the breadth and the range was absolutely narrow, and the bets were mainly in the broader markets. But clearly, you're seeing that support of 19,400, which has been broken right now. We are seeing profit booking both on Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. What is it that you're tracking?
So, Hiral, for the month of August, so for especially for this series, we have seen, most of the time, market were, struggling to give any kind of, sustainable up move in terms of large cap as well as for the both benchmark indices. Most part of the series we have seen, that the market was under pressure, but stock specific buying interest was there. Mid cap, small cap space was showing good traction and some of the concentrated buying action on the some of the sectors or stocks we have seen throughout the series. There was some pullback action in last couple of trading session, but again in today's trade, again the supply pressure has witnessed in the market from the critical resistance area of 19,450, 19,500 area. That is the major call concentration area for the Nifty, and that has acted again, steep resistance. And again, we are seeing that, towards the expiry, again, market is trying to settle at the lower band of this series. So looking at the data setup, 19,300, 19,200 are the key level as of now for next couple of trading session. If at all we slip below to 19,200, then possibly further more corrective move we can see, especially in the large cap space. So that level needs to watch closely for next couple of trading session. On the higher side, until Nifty not crosses above 19,450, 5,500 level, it will remain under pressure only at a higher level. So short covering or major long creation on the large cap space will take place only above 19,500. So that closing is very important for Nifty. If we talk about the Bank Nifty was showing some positivity, but in today's session, it's again supply pressure is there, and now Bank Nifty also slipped below to 44,500. So until the Nifty not able to cross over 44,500, 44,600 zone, that levels are likely to act as a supply zone for next couple of trading session. And sell-out rise would be there. The trade setup for Bank Nifty, if you are taking any position in the Bank Nifty. On the lower side, 44,000 immediate put base concentration, we are almost trading near to those level. If we slip to 44,000 level, then this fall can continue towards 43,800, even 43,700. That was the August series low. So almost we are now again moving back to the August series low. That so tomorrow expiry day would be very crucial to watch for.
Right. Now, that's with regards to Nifty as well as Bank Nifty and taking the expiry into consideration. Let's look at a little bit of stock specific action in today's session. If you have the likes of, say, Hind Copper and Tata Steel from the metal pack, both these names are seeing a bullish setup. And not only these names, a couple of other metal names as well. What would your view be and what would you advise?
So definitely, most of the metal stocks have done well in today's session, and most of the metal stocks managed to give breakout on the near-term setup. If we talk about Hindi Copper, yes, there is a gap up opening, and throughout the session, the stock tried to manage its weekly as well as daily breakout level. So the immediate support for Hindi Copper is at around 150 zone. If stocks manages to hold those level, then again, we can see some more buying interest to remain in the stocks and stock, and then possibly again it will try to move further ahead towards 160.62. That is the immediate supply zone. If at all stock crosses over 162, then this rally can extend towards 170, 75. But keep very tight stop loss of 150 if you are holding your position. Tata still is looking promising. On the daily chart, stock managed to be breakout of its falling trend line. Now stock is comfortably holding about 20-day, 50-day moving average. That is clearly giving a sign of some strength is coming back to the stock. And looking at the near-term setup, 119 is the important level to watch for. So hold your position with the stop loss of 119. On the higher side, 126, 128 is the immediate supply zone. So that level where you can book profits.
Right. How are you seeing a HPCL as well as a BPCL? Both of these are seeing some bit of a short build up in trade today.
Yeah, so oil marketing company, most of the oil marketing company has shown weakness in today's session, and if we analyze the overall structure for most of the oil marketing companies, they are under pressure since last couple of weeks, and this is the fifth consecutive week where we are seeing that lower low formation is taking place for HPCL. So looking at the near term, short term setup, we believe that for the more pressure or weakness is going to be there in the stock prices, and possibly stock may go further down towards 245 to 240 zone. That is the next support area for the stock on the weekly chart. So view is bearish. You can remain on the short side with stop loss of 264. For BPCL again, the stock is traveling in a downsloping channel on the daily chart, which clearly shows that there is a sustained supply pressure in the stock. So BPCL is also looking weak, and possibly if it's remain below 256, 257, then this stock can also slide further towards 356, 357 is the key resistance area. So on the downside, 340 is the next target where stock can go down.
Right. Apart from that, let's look at few of the other names which are seeing some bit of action in today's session. How are you seeing a BHEL in trade? What would your strategy be?
So very strong buying interest in the BHEL. Stock was in ban period, but today again it came out from the ban period from the derivative, and we have seen action coming back to the stock. As the stock has already given the breakout, and stock is trying to hold 100 level since last couple of weeks, and the kind of buying interest and the kind of data which we are seeing for the today's session, it clearly indicates that this stock can continue for the more upside towards 130. So hold your long position, keep your stop loss now around 114. Possible target in the near term is around 130. Very strong setup for the BHEL to remain on the long side.
Right. Apart from these names, anything else that comes to your radar, Rajesh, that you think could be good investment opportunities?
So here we are focusing on hotel space that is showing a good traction. Most of the hotel stocks are doing good in today's session also. So from large cap space, Indian hotel is looking very promising, very strong data setup. Chart structure is clearly showing the breakout on the daily, weekly time frame. So Indian hotel one can look at the current level for upside target of 130, 435, 440. Keep your stop loss at around 410. From same space, if you want to buy from cash segment, then you can look at Lemon Tree Hotel. Stock has also given a breakout on the daily weekly time frame. Stock managed to give breakout of its previous swing high of December 2022. So that breakout is clearly indicating that Lemon Tree can also extend its gain towards 130, 140. So buy with stop loss of 100. Another space that we like at the current juncture, that is automobile space is looking very interesting. So some of the stocks like TVS Motor is looking very promising. The kind of breakout which we are seeing, stock is comfortably holding above 1400. So TVS Motor, we are projecting target of 1460, 1480. Keep your stop loss at around 1390. From same space, you can look at Maruti also. Stock is showing good traction in today's session, and almost stock is now trading near to 9800. This is the third consecutive week where we are seeing higher high low formation. That is clearly indicating that sustained buying is taking place. So Maruti can scale up to the level of 9950 or 10,000 level. Keep your stop loss at around 9650. And the second space where we are bullish, that is real estate space. So most of the real estate space stocks are showing good traction. So our preferred pick from the real estate, that is Godrej Property, DLF, and Prestige. These three stocks are looking very promising from the real estate space. One can look at all these stocks for near term buying it.
Right. If you have to look at two names, IDFC First as well as RBL Bank, both of these names are seeing some bit of short covering in today's session. What should the strategy be?
So RBL Bank is still in the ban, and yes,
Hmm.
due to rollover activity, some buying interest is taking place in the cash segment. And looking at the technical setup, yes, we are bullish on RBL Bank, and we do expect that yes, RBL Bank can continue further more upside as the stock is almost trading near to its high level of this August series. The volume is also encouraging, so we expect that this stock can rally further towards 255 to 60. So hold your position on the long side to keep a stop loss of 232 to hold the RBL Bank.
Right. Few auto majors, Rajesh, are moving in trade today. Maruti, Eicher Motors, M&M, and this is ahead of the auto sales numbers that will start trickling in from Friday. What is the setup looking like?
So as we discussed, TVS Motor, Maruti, both stocks are looking very promising from that space. Escort is also continuously moving up. Stock is enjoying all-time high trajectory, and the kind of buying interest which we are seeing, that Escort can also be looked at, and we expect that 3350, 3400 can be the next target for Escort Kubota. So this stock can be looked at from the automobile space, and another stock that we like from automobile space, that is Mahindra and Mahindra. This stock is also looking very promising. After a brief consolidation, again now buying interest is coming back, and stock is almost trading near to all-time high trajectory. So we do expect that Mahindra and Mahindra can do well. 1640, 1660 could be the near-term target. One can buy this stock also with stop loss of 1540.
Right. So these are few of the names one should be watching out for as well from the auto space. Thank you, Rajesh, so much for joining us on the show and sharing the views. But clearly, you're seeing good amount of profit booking that's coming in the last hour of trade as we speak. You have Bank Nifty itself from the day's highest levels is down nearly a little over 600 points in today's session and down almost 7/10 of a percent. You have Nifty 50 as well, which is ending below the 19,350 mark, but near the day's lows. And the breadth, if you see, is still favoring the bulls, but now it's almost become 50-50. You can't say 50-50, but it's 30s to 21 in terms of advance and declines on Nifty 50. So interesting moves coming in there. The auto pack is seeing some smart gains in terms of the Nifty 50 stocks. And this is ahead of the auto sales numbers that will start trickling in from Friday. So Maruti, Eicher Motors, M&M, all smart gains. The metal counters continue to see the upward momentum. Geo Financial Services continues to be locked in upper circuit as well. On the losing end, you have oil marketing companies which are down in trade. SBI as well as Dr. Reddy's and a Power Grid. If you see in terms of broader markets, interesting moves in UFlex at 20% upper circuit. Gokuldas Exports continues the second day uptick, and this is on the back of the acquisition that they have made. Cosmo First, R Power, a few of the other gainers, whereas on the losing end, you have names like HBL Power, JB Pharma, Infibeam, as well as an MTNL. So lots of movers and shakers in trade today, but clearly the markets have been volatile in the last hour of trade, which was absolutely steady. The range was absolutely narrow in the first, half of the trading session. But now you see, as the expiry nears, the volatile moves start to creep in, and you've started to see profit booking as well. That's all that we have on this session. Thanks for watching, and lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay tuned to BQ Prime.